Hi, welcome to my channel and welcome to a special spirit message that just came through this morning, and I am going to put it word for word in the description box below and share it with everyone. It was so amazing. It's blowing my socks off. It started last night with getting different images and clarification, and I finally got the whole message this morning, and it's all about what energy are you plugging into, and it's evaluating and reevaluating August and onward. So this is for right now and always, to keep this in mind. This has blown my mind. The spirit message is, what energy are you plugging into? There is tremendous evaluating and reevaluating happening right now, and this is going to help you tremendously. There is a lot of really seeing and deeply feeling what is working, what's not, how some things make you feel, and what you want to release, and what you want to move forward on. There is a lot of letting go of things that just don't resonate with you anymore. This may shock you, as it could be people, places, projects, circumstances that you were attached to for a very long time, but now for some reason you feel pulled away from it. They gave me an image last night of a switchboard, seeing an operator like in the old days, or even referring to Lily Tomlin back in the old days in that character, connecting the lines in an old-fashioned switchboard. And they're showing you are assessing and reassessing what and who you want to be plugged into with more intention. You are literally feeling the energy of each connection so much more that you know when you need to pull out, whether it's 3/4 of the way, so not as plugged in, or completely pulled out. You feel it's too taxing, too negative, too one-sided. There's no surge of positivity, but rather a drainage. Yes, a drainage of your time, your energy, your focus, your attention, and of your life force, literally. It's this feeling and evaluating and reevaluating what to be plugged into or not, and how much that is going to change your world by making these decisions. You will tap into what feeds you on all levels. You will feel the difference when you do not. Let this only help to guide you further. Feel what you are to be plugging into or not. Feel for the new and better connections, because they are the new connecting points. So keep evaluating and reevaluating these real connections of energy for yourself. You will know and feel the difference. And they added, continuously ask yourself, what energy are you plugging into? Okay, so are you ready for this? They told me to pull these cards and think of these as the different connection points. If you're an operator in the switchboard, plugging in your energetic connection into things, right? And then by doing that, you're going behind, say, door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, door number 4. These are the choices of your connections. Behind door number 1, it might be somebody that's not opening up to you. It's closed. Do you want to go through that door? You're going to feel the energetic difference, and you should immediately unplug. And here, go in here. Are they what they seem? It's like you're going to be feeling the energy behind door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, and reacting, remembering their adjacent connections. Right? So you don't continuously plug into the same connection where you're not getting anything back. It's just a drainage of your life forces. It's not reciprocal. If you go through another door, maybe it's so open. What's behind there? Is there anything really genuine there? If not, you're plugging out. It's just really interesting. Some of these things don't work. Are you going to stand in front of this door on the floor? No, you're going to walk on. You're unplugging and plugging in energetically. You're going to be feeling the difference, and it's by those judgment calls of the connection. As pretend you're in front of the old switchboard and you're plugging in your own energy, right? Now, not only that, but when you go through these doors, this is how you're going through, right? You're going through full of love, wearing literally your heart on a sleeve. You're truly aligned with yourself, heart open, doing things that you truly enjoy, aligned with your heart, showing true love for yourself and others. You're walking through these doors like this, right? And you are meant to. So if at any point, if you're plugged into a place that's hurting this heart that's fully exposed, you are to plug out immediately. If you go through another door and they're not respecting this heart is not supposed to go back inside and be caved in, and you not feeling that you can't walk like your true self, your heart on the sleeve, being this vulnerable, being open like this. Like, you are to walk like this through life. If you're not getting that, unplug yourself from that connection and go forward to the next connection. This is what they're showing me, because this is a time to be boldly who you are and walk boldly on your heart's desires and everything that you're truly about, what brings you real fulfillment, what keeps you in this up state, this high love, high level state. So if you're not getting it here and you feel like you have to like bury your heart again, or like lower this down, or people are making you feel you have to put a curtain over this heart. Maybe you feel too exposed walking through this door like this. It's not the place. It's not the place. We worked so hard to heal this heart, to go forward this way. And this was the thing, was there are always adjacent possibilities for you. There's always adjacent connections. This was the closest I could get from the switchboard. And I was looking at my cards like, what do you want me to use? Because this image was so clear. We're not supposed to retract anymore. We're supposed to be aligned with the highest level of energy, positive divine love for ourselves and others, and we're not supposed to restrict that anymore. And it's by feeling the real energy behind me, like door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, and making those right choices. As you energetically go forward now, you're the operator at the switchboard. You're plugging in and plugging out. Who deserves to be plugged in all the way to your life forces? Who has 100% access to you and your energy? And who deserves like a quarter of that plug in the switchboard? Who, maybe you want to keep the door slightly ajar, not fully open. These are judgment calls of energy that you are allowing access to yourself in this state, in this higher state, because the big thing is you're remaining like this. And then you judge how you are going to keep these doors open to what's behind door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. They constantly say you're at the switchboard, you're plugging in your energetic connection to things. Make sure, if it's dangerous, right, to be fully plugged into that person, place, situation, pull out. If it's only safe to be plugged in 0.25%, you're plugged in 0.25%. These are the times now to evaluate. You're going to be feeling the differences in energy. How you will feel this? You're approaching the person, place, project, situation like this, and you come out feeling like, I don't even have a card to evaluate, show you. Your heart will probably be on the floor. Your heart will be cracked. You won't be feeling free. You'll feel like you're, you're not going to be walking out of the situation as you came, right? They're going to be draining your life force. And that's not the way it's supposed to be anymore. There's a level of strength here now, and also knowing that you have to, she's even looking at these doors and these connections, even in this card. Isn't that interesting? You have to make the choice of what you're plugging into, what you're not, and feeling your way behind door number 1, 2, and 3. And remember, you're at the switchboard, okay? And they told me to pull this particular crystal. I always have selenite crystals around every reading I do, but they told me to pull this as well. This is Angel Aura. This is the highest crystal, the highest level crystal. This is almost like, oh my God, this is the bridge. Interesting how they just made me do that. This is the bridge between the two cards. This is what you keep in mind. This is your connection. This is your connection point. You want to have the highest level connection point. And if you're not feeling that, you're unplugging, right? So the minute you're not feeling this genuine highest level connection, you judge how connected you are going to be energetically to that person, place, situation, or thing. That's in your control, because you have to remain in this state. The times right now are not, you are not to feel hurt, broken, unprotected, all that nonsense and the energy of the past, because we walked through these doors very almost naive, I have to say, and almost like not even understanding the capabilities, like that energy, the damage that energy really does, how it zaps you. If you really think about a switchboard, if you plug into the wrong connection, you could get zapped. You can get, electrocuted. You can get hurt. So it's like we learn from our past mistakes, and now it's judging that accordingly, that we have the right. This is, it's almost like a divine right. You're supposed to go through life like this. We've learned our lessons already. So plug in energetically, whether it's fully into the right thing. If not, pull out a little bit, pull out completely, or remain connected 0.25%, 0.75%. Listen to that energetical, you'll feel the energy difference. And they're saying it's so important to evaluate and reevaluate even things that you have just normally accepted. And it could be from the closest people in your life, it could be from jobs that you had forever, projects, whatever. It's evaluating and reevaluating now going forward as the new healed state that you're in, what truly resonates with you, what truly is supporting you and backing you and giving you energy back as well, because you can't go through life depleted from your life force. You can love them and you can, all that, but there are some things it's just not healthy. You'll feel a difference in your energy if you're fully plugged into things that are just draining your life force. So this is a time now where we're being ultra sensitive, ultra aware, really feeling the difference in our energy almost moment to moment, like no joke, with people, places, situations, the news today, everything that's going on in our world. For us to decide how plugged in we are to everything. And that is where you're in the controls. That's where you're literally the operator in front of that old-fashioned switchboard, plugging in and out. And you have to decide you want to plug into the highest level of energy and be in the most optimal energy state. And you always want to have in your mind's eye, you are a fully healed heart and almost full in your capacity, and you don't need to be drained, zapped, or anything else. It's not going to benefit you, and it actually doesn't benefit the world. So say if it's some ungrateful ass, pardon my French, behind this door, and you're insistent on making this work over here, when really you should be unplugging a little bit and going through somewhere else. Your choice doesn't just affect you energetically, but then the other people behind the other doors that you can affect positively, or what you come across going through these doors instead. It helps everybody. So be aware of your energy. Be aware of what's feeding you and what's just draining you. And they say to do this continuously. So this has been coming through so strong. And this was like the most eloquent way I could put it all together. And I will be rewatching this every time I need to be reminded, because you will feel the difference in your energy the minute you plug out a little bit of what's zapping you or draining you, and say this person, all she does is drain the crap out of you, or this particular situation. You plug out just a little bit and pull your energy out a little bit. You'll be amazed the difference of what you really feel. And this is coming through really, really strongly right now, because we are being plummeted by energy 24/7. And it is really on our level. We are the operator in front of that old-fashioned switchboard of what we're plugging into and not. And that's like basically all that we can control, being who we are, made of energy, and what we're being affected by energetically. That's so on us. And they're telling us continuously ask yourself, what are you plugging into right now? What are you plugging into right now? And how much so do you want to be plugged into that right now? And just almost, you can immediately pull yourself out, or pull yourself a little bit out, and it makes such a difference immediately in your energy. It helps you, it helps everyone. So definitely wanted to post this message. I'll put it word for word down in the description box. I'm posting this in August, but this goes for the rest of your life on this planet. I will forever rewatch this. It's so important to be reminded of this, because sometimes we get stuck in the dramas of the situations and we forget this. And we almost feel trapped, like stuck in that connection, when we can pull out. We are the operators at the switchboard. We are never stuck in that connection. We can always go through another door. There are adjacent possibilities. Always remember that. And remain that woman holding a heart for yourself and for others. So take care, and I just wanted to share this message. Bye-bye.